Hi, it's Ralph and Lonnie for Planetary Calendar with a quick reminder before our weekly forecasts. I want to mention that we are going to continue doing the weekly forecasts, but we're still going to give you just a monthly forecast email because too many emails make people upset. I know, I get too many as well. So if you want a reminder for the weeklies, when you get to YouTube from our monthly link, just hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and YouTube will notify you whenever we post something new. It's Ralph and Lonnie back again with November 2024. We're doing the final week of November from November 24th to the 30th. And we start out the week with a calm day.
Yep. The 24th is nice and quiet. It's a Sunday. It's a great day to kind of chill around the house. Maybe go someplace you haven't been before. That moon in Virgo, the Uranus making a nice aspect to it from Taurus. A great day to get outside. Maybe go to a restaurant you've never been to before. The Uranus likes the alternative things.
He's been living with a Taurus moon for a good long time.
Well, it's an adventure.
That void, of course, looks a little bit long, but it's in the overnight hours, so it shouldn't be problematic.
Right, exactly.
But it leads up to a day that is problematic, and that is that the 25th with a big old black box on it.
Yeah,
and the main reason, and maybe the only reason for that black box, is that Mercury turns retrograde. Take it away, Ralph.
Yes, slowing Mercury turns retrograde, complicating communications. Fortunately, the retrograde in Sagittarius is typically not as difficult a transit as some. It's not that it's easy, although you should double check the details when it matters and don't expect emails to get through the first time. Yes.
Well, I think that the Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius is problematic because Sagittarius is an outward directed energy and doesn't really like to turn inward that much. It's not very introverted. And so when this Mercury finally gets into Sag, it wants to send its message out. It doesn't like to look inward that much.
But also, Mercury in Sagittarius is one of the each of the seven bodies has six roles they play. And Sagittarius is one of Mercury's six roles, but it's one of the personal roles. But it's expressive but personal. So you might find communication issues within the home have challenges, or people don't get your jokes, or like I said, double check your emails because they may not go through the first time.
Well, and interestingly, it's otherwise it's not a bad day.
No.
But that Mercury returning retrograde, I think that the effects of the Mercury retrograde are going to be seen further along in the retrograde, not in the first turbulent day.
Exactly. Then on the 26th, the Tuesday, the only thing is the Mercury parallel Venus, so communications kind of among your friends and intimates will be kind of easier. Jupiter and Saturn make good aspects to the moon, so good for dealing with the outside world.
Venus it's a lovely Libra moon, so
exactly.
Socializing, friendships,
yes,
harmony, all of those things make that a very pleasant day.
On the other hand, with the Venus making, let's see, a square to the moon, you may find yourself in a situation where you have to say to people, I can't talk now, I'm working, or I've got to call you back, I've got a business call coming. You may find yourself in that kind of situation quite often. And then on to the 27th, the Wednesday, you got the Sun trine Mars, but you got a problematic void, of course. And it starts early in the morning, 1:14 a.m. and goes to 4:20 p.m. when the moon goes into Scorpio, the eagle.
Well, remember,
yes,
in 2025,
yes,
that day would almost certainly get a gray box, one of the innovations
yes, exactly.
we have enacted for the 2025. So get your 2025 calendar.
Yes, now, yes, because you don't want to run out. So it's one of the challenges here is be aware when you have that violent void, of course, especially Libra, people may have a hard time making up their minds. It'd be very good to have a good solid list as you go through the day. That Mars trine the Sun, you can get a lot of stuff done. With Mercury making good aspects to the moon, you can get a lot of stuff done, but you're going to need a good list.
But you shouldn't want to get a lot of stuff done on the 27th because it's pajama day.
It's pajama day. That's going to be a holiday that we put in next year.
The day before Thanksgiving is pajama day.
Yes, it is.
You stay in your pajamas.
Yes.
You throw the blanket on the floor.
Yes.
You watch movies and you eat snacks all day long.
Yep.
No cooking, no work, no nothing.
Prepares you for what you got to do the next day, Thanksgiving, which is a very quiet day. On the 28th, the Thursday, you've got Saturn making a nice aspect to the moon from Pisces. Very strong aspect because it's a trine. You got Mars making a challenging aspect from Leo to the moon. So that's a little bit difficult.
Look at all that male energy on with the Saturn and the Mars aspecting the moon. You think the men are going to cook the turkey?
No. Honestly, no. The moon's in a feminine sign. Mars, I don't know why people think Mars is a feminine sign, a feminine planet. Of the 6 roles that Mars plays, 4 of them are feminine. That was kind of a little...
You mean a masculine planet?
Masculine planet, yeah. So,
yeah,
but, you know, hey, if the guys want to cook the turkeys, go for it. Who am I to say?
You know, they got that thing with the hot fat and you dump the turkey in it.
Oh, right, yes, that's a
Exactly, you know.
great opportunity to burn down.
Ready for Black Friday.
Burn down the neighborhood, yes. Black Friday.
We're a little kitty today.
Yes, Black Friday.
Okay, and but it's not that black. I
No,
mean,
it's
it looks
nice
like it's a
aspects.
very nice and social day. If you're really not, you know, if you're really not married to a list of things you want to buy on Black Friday, you could have a fun social time. You can get some inspiration from that Neptune above with making a nice aspect to the moon.
Yep.
But you know, Black Friday is not my thing.
Yep.
But I like Small Business Saturday.
Very nice. The J, okay. And what do we say about the J? It's the new moon. This is kind of a little bit.
He left out the J.
I left out the J
thing.
I don't know what happened. I'm the typesetter, so.
But
it's
the next paragraph after I.
If I could blame someone else, I might, but I can't. So, but
No.
the second new moon of the month takes place at 9 degrees Sagittarius, which is interesting because the first one took place at 9 degrees Scorpio,
Right.
the eagle. 9 degrees Sagittarius, conjunct the warlike red star Antares, the heart of the scorpion, the heart of the lion. When planets contact Antares, it plays out in society. Having the moon there is a bit worrisome, but it shouldn't concern you too personally unless you or someone close to you has personal planets there in their birth chart, in which case, stay cool. We'll see how it plays out in society in the first week of December. We had a feng shui client. Remember, she was very tall. She had a whole group of women. She was blonde, and she was born right at it. And anytime she was in the room, she was the person everyone heard because her voice was so big. Remember her? Yes, I'm sure you remember her.
I don't have enough specifics, but we'll talk about that
It was
later.
back in Pennsylvania. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. But she was like the quintessential Sun and Antares person. You know, bigger than life, twice as loud. Lovely woman.
So if you haven't got your calendar yet for 2025, please don't delay. The wall calendars may well sell out again like they did last year, but remember, that's why we have so many different varieties.
Yes.
The pocket
Yes.
and the day planner and the
Yes.
digital will never run out, so
Yes.
you'll always be able to get them.
Exactly.
But it's hard to predict how many of the walls we have to have printed by another entity. So
Exactly. So,
come see us again next time.
see us next month.